You ever stink before? I need to take a shower because I stink. That's why I asked that.
When's the last time you showered?
Oh, like 2 days ago.
What do you stink from, man? Is the house hot?
Yeah.
You been going to the gym still?
Sometimes. No.
Just got bored.
I canceled it
boring.
because.
Oh, did you?
Well, yeah, it is boring going to the gym. Number one. I stopped going. I guess I had signed a 1-year contract, but I stopped going because my colitis was getting pretty fucking bad again. Now it's okay, kind of. But also they had raised the price to like, I think it's like $52 a month. And
Are
I'm
you
like,
kidding me?
Yeah, it's like, because I live in
how
like
much are gym memberships these days, guys?
The last time I went to a gym, like 24, this, to be fair, this was like 10 years ago, but it was like $30 a month or something, which is still like a lot, but 50 plus, like, dude, I'm not doing that. Unless
Just be
I like
obese
super
as
dial
fuck.
in. Yeah. Unless I super dial in my colitis shit. And even then I'm just going to go to a different gym or work out.
That's wild,
like, at
dude.
home. Cause yeah, it's too much. It's a really nice gym. I just don't use the shit that they charge $50 for. They have like these cool massage chairs. They have like sauna, steam room, pool, all the amenities. They have like the outdoor, like an enclosure outside and like squat racks and like it's like astroturf. It's pretty cool. Like it's a nice fucking gym. There's billions of squat racks. You never have to wait. It's got everything you want. It's just I don't use, like, I need 1 million squat racks and that's about it. And then just bog standard shit. I don't need the shower. I don't need the lockers. I don't need the fucking, I should have taken a video of the massage chairs though. They're nuts. There's a whole room. It's called like the recovery room. You go in there and you know how at the mall they have that shit where you like sit in a chair and then you like put in whatever 50 cents, probably $8 in quarters now. And then you press like massage my bitch ass and the chair like vibrates or whatever. Are you familiar with this?
Yeah.
Or just shit like that.
I've heard of a massage chair. Yes.
Okay. Well, yeah, basically it's got all those, but obviously you don't have to pay. It's like you sit in this chair. It's like a water bed, but it's a chair. And then you turn on the jets and there's water in the fucking chair and they shoot the jets out and they shoot them however strong you want. And they go to whatever part of your body you want. So there's like a little diagram on like a tablet and you're like, all right, I only want my back. So you drag it from like
fancy as hell.
They're fucking nice. And then you turn on like the strength too. And then they have little apps you play on there if you want, or like YouTube. It's a nice gym. Like I get it, but I just don't use that shit. So it's not worth it for me.
Interesting. Yeah. I didn't realize they were that expensive. Last time I had a gym membership must have been pre-COVID. Yeah, it was. Yeah, it was a long time ago because back when Sierra worked at one. So that's why mine was so cheap. And I guess I thought that was normal. So I got like the friends and family discount. So I used to pay $9.99 a month for Crunch.
That's cheap. That's real cheap. Yeah.
And it might have even been, there was also, I think, some years where I did like the whole yearly one and it was like $60 or something. Like $69.99. I don't know, but
yeah.
That's wild.
Gyms,
they go out of business often though. That was Crunch Fitness and now there just aren't any around at all. I don't know if the whole company's out of business, but I don't know. Kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Yeah, working out's boring, I'll be honest.
It's boring. Yeah.
It's boring as fuck, you know?
And also, well, you should work out. Everyone should work out.
Like biking. Guess, I'll go on like walks, do shit like that. But just going to a gym,
that's all you need.
Boring. I tried to do it numerous times through my life and I can't. If you can, good for you.
If you're moving and you're not like obese, it's fine. I don't think you need to go to a gym. It's good though. You should. But anyway.
Yeah, it's just
it's boring.
It was funny about the gym thing. It made me think. I saw this TikTok the other day of this girl, and I guess she had posted some video, and it was like her husband driving up in his like Peterbilt, getting home from work, and him like getting out and smiling. And it was one of those things where it's like, "Oh, I love my husband" or something. And this dude is obese as fuck. And when I say obese as fuck, I'm talking like he's 400 plus pounds.
That's
he is huge.
That's a lot of pounds. It's a lot of mass.
So the TikTok that I saw was like when you post a sweet TikTok of your husband and everyone just like trashes you. And then she said this. She said, "Hey guys, just because he's a little overweight doesn't mean you're unhealthy." And I'm like,
well,
it quite literally does.
Yeah.
He is fat as fuck.
Yeah.
He's huge. He's going to die, and it's sad. So anyways.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. So shout out to fat people.
Yeah, don't say health at any weight. Health at any weight actually could be true, but it's not health at any amount of fat. If you're fucking 40% body fat,
he's a big boy. Yeah,
you can't be healthy. It's not healthy.
He's not healthy at all.
If you're fucking Ronnie Coleman, that's also unhealthy for different reasons. But there are like big, strong guys that are like technically obese, but it's like obviously you're not talking about that. If you're super fat, you cannot be. You're not healthy. Yeah.
Yeah.
So keep that in mind.
Yeah. You can get going here. Sorry, I forgot I'm selling something on Facebook, so I need to go grab it and leave it on the porch for this girl to pick up. So I'll be back in a few minutes.
Raj. He's got a big house now, so it takes him a few minutes to walk to his porch.
It's at the house next door. I forgot about it until she just messaged me that she was on her way.
Ask. Okay. Anyway. We are live. Welcome to the Dropshot, a podcast, Ep 534. You may or may not know who we are. I'm Casey, aka Razinon. That's Tanner. He's walking, I don't know, out of his estate. He has to open the gate. He has to get his bellhop too. Anyway, welcome to the show. All right, today we have some stuff to talk about. Mainly, the things I'm excited about are supposedly a leak from the next COD. Because just as a reminder, the game isn't good. And it won't be good this year. So, like, Warzone won't be fun this year, period. B Praise also, thank you for the gifted sub! Big fucking dog. Appreciate it, man. Total of 6. Based. Thank you, King. Yeah, this game is just, it's, if you don't have fun now, you're not going to for the rest of the year. I'm in that camp. So, I am looking forward to talking about and getting into BO7 with one caveat being, give me Vondel back. But besides that, we do have, wait, also, hold on. Wasn't there something about Ashika coming back? Am I bugging? I'm gonna write that down. I don't know. I thought I had seen that. I thought we had it in here, but I guess we don't. So I'll wait for Tanner. He might know. But anyway. So yeah, a couple things to get into. Before we do, a couple announcements real quick. Joe H, our newest gold fucking patron. Welcome, Joey. Appreciate it, man. Don't hyphenate your name, and also don't have that last name, by the way. And also, you're so Italian. And also, welcome and thanks. Patreon.com/thedropshot. We've done. I believe our Q&A for this month. And it was long. It was like 2 hours, I think. It was fun as fuck, actually. And we had a spirited debate on the best Hawaiian island. For those of you who don't know, by the way, that would be...
Nope, now I'm back. Don't do it. Don't do it. I'm going to kill myself if you do it. I'm going to kill myself live on stream if you say that.
Don't do that, man.
Don't rage bait me.
Whatever. Anyway, so it was fun. You guys can go listen to that. If you're a Platinum patron. We do have more Patreon eps coming out this month. Obviously, ad-free episodes, early access episodes, all that shit. Also, we have our hangout tonight for our Damascus patrons. So if you wanted to attend that and you're a Damascus patron, you can. So keep that inside of your mind. And then last announcement, this is to our patrons. And probably other people as well. You all need to stop pretending you are World War II experts and kill yourselves in a video game. Just stop it. I refuse to believe we had like 5 people commenting Something to the effect of, you guys don't know anything about World War II.
You guys should kill yourselves, I think is what I
Something like that. Yeah. That might be a verbatim quote from all 5 of them separately and independently. Yeah. And let me be super clear. I refuse to believe any of you knew why there was fighting in North Africa during World War II. I refuse to believe it. You're lying if you're telling me that you knew that and that it's common knowledge. Maybe 1 of 5 of you did know that, but it is not common knowledge, and I hope that helps. There's no way it's common knowledge. That there existed fighting in North Africa, I think that's probably common knowledge. Most people know that, especially if you play FPS games, because you've like fought in Africa in game before. Kind of like I did in real life when I fought off the Nepali coast.
Oh yeah,
combating piracy.
In the U.S. Marine Corps.
Yes, in the United States Marine Corps.
Yeah. Okay.
But yeah, don't pretend. Don't tell me you knew why we were fighting in Africa, because you didn't. And if you did, it's because you're a World War II nerd. Good for you. But that is not common knowledge. Number 1. And number 2, one of you had the audacity to say, I can't believe you guys didn't talk about the Russians or know the Russians.
Yeah. Who said that?
Mention
Fuck
the Russians?
You, whoever said that. Was that little Doug? That little Dougie?
I don't remember. Probably though. I think it was. Yeah, I think it was.
Out of me.
So I don't know what that means. So number 1, you thought that we were giving a comprehensive lecture on World War II, which we were not doing, obviously. Because if we were doing that, yeah, you should mention the Soviet Union, number 1. Or number 2, so if you said that because you thought we were doing a comprehensive lecture on World War II, you're a retard. The only other reason I can imagine you would be mad we didn't mention Russia is because it signals to you that you think we literally didn't know the Soviet Union, who had the most deaths in all of World War II, by the way,
by a good
was
amount.
in World War II.
Yeah,
didn't know that. Hey, I didn't know that, even though I've played on Stalingrad in fucking 12 games in my life. And it does come up when you actually learn about World War II, obviously. It bugged me. What do you mean? So if you thought we didn't know the Soviet Union was in World War II, then, I mean, yeah, you're just a fucking lunatic. So keep that in mind. And then what else bothered me a lot? I think that was pretty much it. But yeah, all of you pretending you knew why we were in North Africa, kill yourself in game.
Somebody was also mad, I think it was possibly Doug again, about us like not giving the British credit or something for what they did in World War II. Let me be super clear, and let me say this again. Fuck the Brits, and they did nothing, and all they did was die, and they didn't help in World War II, and the Americans won the war. Thank you.
Obviously. Yeah.
And the Brits
and you're welcome to all of our British listeners that you exist. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, and I helped. So just keep all of those things in mind. Yeah. That might be. But yeah, I mean, you're just lunatics. You're lunatics. You are lunatics. And I've been rage baited now. So congrats. If that was your goal, congratulations.
Oh yeah, we've a lot of rage baiting here lately.
A lot of rage baiting, I guess. So anyway, other than that, that's it. Stay humble. All right. So now into...
Oh yeah, we got a podcast to do. Huh? Let me open the notes here.
Right into the rest of the shit. All right.
There's some fun stuff to talk about today.
Woo! Actually, yeah, hopefully. Yes! So we did get some patches. Really only one in the last week. And this was yesterday. Some changes to Havoc Royale, which I won't be talking about. Ranked Resurgence fixed an issue where portable buys could drop from legendary crates. They are now correctly restricted. That's a good fix, because that seems insane. Especially if, like, that's the only way to get it. I'd be really bugged that I lose because some guy looted a fucking portable buy and took Prison Roof. I lost. If you're on Prison Roof with a portable buy, you've won the game. So, yeah, that would bug me. And then some more DM10 nerfs, some TR2 nerfs as well, and then some bug fixes. That's it. So, cool. To be fair, this is fine. I mean, yeah, I don't know. I don't expect anything kind of big and crazy until next year, really. But even then, until season 5. So this is fine. Moving on from that. Okay, Tanner, am I bugging? Is there a Sheikah something?
Huh?
Is Ashika coming back or something?
No.
I think NPR said that in Discord or something.
It was just him being NPR. It was just like
NPRing me.
All he was saying is that, and when people say the island, they're talking about Rebirth, by the way. So all he was saying was the island is so back, like meaning he queued and had a good game, and so he said the island
I
is
understand
so back.
it now. Okay. That's
baited by NPR. Wow.
That makes sense. Yeah. And he wasn't even trying either.
And we'll
That's
edit
the
that
sad
part out.
We'll edit a lot of parts out of this. So anyway, that's that. But we do have some other things, some other news. So now we're on to like BO7 stuff for the most part. I'm going to open all of these here, and I'm going to try and put them in order.
Yeah, a lot of different announcements for announcements coming up. So it's kind of hard to announce.
Big
for us
fan
to announce
of that.
the potential announcement date of their announcement that they're going to do.
Right. Yeah.
It's a little difficult. What order do you think we're going with, man? Whoa.
We're going with the order it's in. I just had Firefox is just a fuck ass browser. So first here is from Charles Intelligence. This was tweeted today. Rumor.
Okay.
Blop 7 will launch Friday, November 14th.
Wow. Whoa. Friday the 14th.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's it.
I have nothing to add. I mean, yeah.
So this is much later.
Right.
This is a few weeks later than last year's release. I do believe.
Yes,
I'm not mistaken.
But last year was like an early launch for COD. So like mid-November is pretty fucking bog standard. So I'm the guy who believes this of the podcast a lot. But also, I don't really care too much. I mean, unless it was going to be really early or late, it would be, consequential.
So this is
but
this is pretty bog standard.
This is
They're
bog,
always
this is a bog standard date.
early to mid-November, or late October. So yeah. So that's
cool.
That's the rumor. So
and
get
it's a
those
Friday,
pre-orders going, guys.
Yes. Woo, pre-orders. Woo! Black Vault edition. Black Cell. You get it. All right. Next is from Jeff Keeley. British spelling. Trigger warning. And I love this guy, and I know who he is. Yeah. And I also know that he has 1.5 million Twitter followers. So a lot of you probably also know who he is, not as well as I do. Blop 7 worldwide reveal at opening night live kicks off at Gamescom in a massive way. This is going to be on Tuesday, August 19th, so it's still in a month and change. And it's going to be streamed everywhere. So, cool.
So that'll be our first reveal. That'll be our official, probably multiplayer reveal.
You think multiplayer?
Worldwide reveal. No, I don't fucking mean that at all. Yeah, I meant campaign.
Okay.
I was thinking like campaign and zombies.
Gonna say.
Yep.
Yeah.
Fuck no, it won't be multiplayer at all.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this will be somewhat interesting, not very informative. It usually isn't. Like, for example, when was the last time we got a worldwide reveal? Obviously last year, BO6. And what was it? Like, what did they show?
A trailer, probably. Yeah. That's
a
what
trailer,
it's going to be.
And it's going to be some lore. Ink Slasher is going to get fucking $1 billion making YouTube videos on it. But it's not going to be anything like, oh, here are the perks and field upgrades. And like, here's a look at the map. And here's the jetpack that's not a jetpack or whatever. It's not going to be that interesting. We're going to have to wait a little longer for that. And it bugs me that they do that. I wonder why. Why can't the mechanic, the people that like actually play the game, get their little treat before the lore nerds do for one time? But no, it's always got to be, oh, here's the lore. Woods is back. He's cloned now.
Woods is back for the 15th time.
Yeah,
he's died
and
13
then,
times.
Yeah, and then like, 2 months later, we get like, some leaked on a cell phone recording a computer fuck ass gameplay. that's like impossible to analyze. So I don't know.
Yeah.
Anyway, whatever. Cool though.
Yeah, so this will probably be, we'll get a campaign reveal. It'll probably show a little bit of a campaign mission. They'll be like, welcome to Black Ops 7, the most advanced Black Ops title of all time.
Wow.
And then they'll talk about zombies a little bit. And then at the end, we'll get a little leak of multiplayer. And they'll say, stay tuned for more on multiplayer coming soon. And that'll be that.
Right.
So, yeah, every year when they do a reveal at an event like this, it's never interesting. Because if there's going to be something interesting, they're going to like reveal it on their own. Well, I guess this is like, yeah.
It would be at a COD next. It would be at a COD
This event
next,
always sucks cock. That's what I'm getting at.
Yeah.
These events are not interesting at all. So
I think the one thing we might get.
So August 19th.
Yeah. The one thing, we actually might get a couple things from this. Like, so, you know, if we see more of Avalon or whatever, we might see a guy like ziplining or something like, oh, those are back. Or maybe those are back, for example. Or we might see like a one frame that the nerds will analyze and post about of a map they're going to remaster or something. So there's going to be like a tiny little bit, a couple scraps, but yeah, it's not going to be huge. So moving on from that, we have another Charles Intelligence tweet. This was tweeted 2 days ago. I don't know. And by the way, I don't know why we talk about this anymore, including Charlie Intel and also us. COD was the #1 most played game in the US on PS5 and Xbox during the full moon and the week of June 29th to July 5th. And World War II was the number 8. Okay, maybe this is why. World War II was the number 8 most played on Xbox after being added to Game Pass.
Yeah. Yeah, you did these out of order, by the way, but it's fine. Yeah, rip. This... So the most shocking thing here for me is every single time this comes up, we talk about, oh, COD's #1. There are no games to play on console. We explain that every time. Console doesn't have video games. There are like 10 total games you can play on a console, right? PC, there are tens of thousands. So the thing that's most shocking to me, and I think kind of proves our point of that, is the fact that they put COD World War II on Game Pass. And for that 1 week, it rose to number 8 on Xbox. How many people do you think were actually playing that? Not very many at all. And it was still number 8 on Xbox. People don't play. Yeah,
Right.
So COD is always #1. COD and Fortnite. So that's just the way it is. I mean, yeah, GTA 5 is still just constantly number 4. Rainbow Six Siege, really? Like, it's just...
They had their big update fairly
Marvel
recently,
Rivals.
Mm-hmm.
Didn't that game already die like crazy on PC? I forgot the game existed. I'm not kidding. Yeah. It's number 8 on console. So there are no games to play. That's why COD is always #1, no matter what.
Yeah, that's true. And like the thing to take from this, or if anything, I don't even know if it's from this, but like some people may be tempted to be like, oh, Call of Duty is still the #1 played game on PS5 for this week. It's not dying at all. And it's like, yeah, I mean, relative to other games, it's going to continue to be huge because it's Call of Duty.
Yeah.
But I'll speak for us, when we say like COD is dying, or I say COD is dying, or Warzone is dying, I don't mean Activision's going to go out of business, obviously. What I mean is, relative to their heyday, or their height, or even their last year, they have fewer players, fewer engagement, maybe even fewer box sales, and they are on a decline relative to themselves. Now, I don't have data to back that up, and obviously looking at charts of the most played game on a PlayStation isn't really going to help, because when Call of Duty starts with 1 billion people play it on PlayStation and then it falls to 100 million, it's going to be #1 either way, but that would have been a 90% fucking decline. That's what we mean. So like Call of Duty is not going to stop being, you know, top 3 games played on console, especially. Probably ever. But that doesn't mean it's not like flailing. And again, I don't know, man. Like, I don't know. That's what it feels like to me. That's what a lot of like YouTubers that I follow on Call of Duty talk about. That's what a lot of my Call of Duty Twitter talks about. But keep in mind, again, we don't know what's going on with the average Call of Duty player. The YouTubers don't know. The Twitter sphere that we are into doesn't know.
Yep.
And it could be flourishing, in fact, because primarily, I would say, of casual mode. So maybe it's a decline of an era of a type of COD. And I think we're going to get more into that later today. But as a whole, probably not. Almost certainly not. It feels that way for some of us because we like playing against real people. And we don't really care if we're playing as Family Guy characters. But for the 12-year-olds and the 40-year-olds who love casual mode and like to be Stan Smith or whatever, the game's probably great and flourishing, and they're probably attracting more and more people. And there's another thing we'll get into. Yeah, well, I'll just save it for when we get there. But yeah, so I don't know. This isn't that crazy to me. And again, yeah, like look at Tanner is so right. I don't know when he said this last or first, but there aren't games on console. They just aren't. Like my Steam library is bigger than every possible video game that is available for a PlayStation. I might not be joking.
The games you own on Steam, there are more of them than games you can potentially buy on Xbox. Yeah.
That's probably not true, but it's pretty close. Like the number of games you can play on PC are just so fucking many more than console. Because you can play every game from a console also on a PC, and then a billion PC exclusives, with the exception of Nintendo games, which is a fuck ass company. So when you see that they're like, oh yeah, they're smashing fucking WWE 2K25, which is in the top 10. I can bet with fucking certainty that was not in the top 10 Steam games played that week.
It's not on Steam, so yeah, you're right.
So they
stopped putting sports games on Steam, so you are technically right. Yes.
Oh yeah, they did. I think I actually had gotten like a basketball game one. Man, like a year or two ago, and it was just like it was literally unplayable. I think without a controller, and even with a controller, I guess it was really awful. So I was like, oh, forget it. I just refunded it.
That's so. Anyway. Yeah, I didn't know they put sports games on PC at all anymore. That's like the one type of game that does not come to PC. But I used to own some of those. Yeah. Play some NBA games on PC.
I think it's because like NHL controller games on PC wasn't like a thing like 10 years ago. I mean, there were controllers, but I don't know.
Yeah.
I don't know. Anyway, whatever. So yeah, that's that. And then moving on to something a little more interesting, I think. This is from the Ghost of Hope. Exclusive! COD 27, aka Blops, not Blop 7. The next game after that.
You skipped another one again. You just didn't open it.
I'm the guy who skipped. Okay, what did I skip?
We're going back to the other one because now it's all out of order. Rumor: Call of Duty Next for Black Ops 7 is reportedly happening at the end of September in Las Vegas for the Ghost of Hope. So we're getting the worldwide reveal on August 19th. And we're getting Call of Duty Next at the end of September. So if we know one thing, that means if you're excited for the next Call of Duty multiplayer game, I will say right now with almost certainty, the beta for BO7 will start on September 19th probably. It'll probably be September 19th through the 22nd, and then September 26th through the 29th. Those last 2 weekends of the month will more than likely be the beta dates for BO7, and that's when we'll really know. So that's what we're 2 months out. Yeah, we're about 60. We're about 60 days out from playing the beta of BO7.
That sounds close.
It does. So let's see how that lines up. So
You're
we get
right.
the beta
That
at the end of
sounds close.
September. So beta at the end of September, and then we have about another 6-7 weeks until the rumored release of the game.
Mm-hmm.
Which that feels a little bit far, a little bit split apart there, but maybe that's normal. I'm trying to think what it was last year. I think beta last year was maybe like September, like 10th, 12th, something like that, and then we got the game at the end of October, so maybe it was about the same. But
I think it's a little bigger of a delay between like beta closing and release, but only because the launch is happening 2 weeks later than last year. I think that's why.
Yeah.
So like the beta is going to be at the same time, but the game isn't going to launch at the same time, which could mean this might be cope, but it could mean we're getting an early access campaign back. Because that's something to keep in mind too, is last year we had beta, you know, last day of beta was like 4 weeks before the game launched, but there was no early access campaign. Whereas this year, hopefully, it'll be 6 weeks between those two events, but you'll get campaign a week early. So then it's actually only 5 weeks. So you still got to wait a little longer to like play something new, but not as much. That would be my hope. And I would doubly hope that, kind of irrespective of the time delay, just to be able to play the campaign, because God knows I will not play the campaign unless it is early access and the only thing I can play.
So I'm looking at last year. Call of Duty Next last year was on August 28th, and the beta started on August 30th. And the game didn't release until October 25th. So actually last year's gap might have been larger than what we'll end up getting this year, for the gap between the beta and the full release of the game. So I think it'll be shorter this year. Interesting.
Yeah.
That means the game is perfect and will be bug free, right?
Well, yeah, that's another cope that we fell for every single year. Well, not every year, but every time it was applicable, we fell for this. Oh, guys, we're not getting the thing for longer than we thought it would take for us to get the thing. That means they have more time to polish it. Boy, were we wrong every single time we said that, actually. Every time. Yeah. The only time that was true was MW 3, because they literally didn't have to make maps. It wasn't that they got extra time, it's that they got less workload. And then we actually got a polished game. But that's the only time we had a game that was, I would say, functionally complete on launch. Obviously they added shit to it after launch, but like that game, I don't remember launching with any huge issues or balance problems even. I'm sure there were some like, oh, this is pretty OP or whatever, some like bugs here and there, but it was pretty fucking smooth. It was a pretty fucking smooth launch. And then meanwhile, MW19 launch, for example, I mean, the game had a whole host of issues, but like the fucking, I don't know, claymores just instant killing you no matter what, for example. The maps were awful. Couldn't hear very well. Couldn't see very well. Those things never changed. Really bad game. But anyway, and Grozno Raid was in it. So really bad, awful fucking map. I just can't believe that was a Sixes map. Anyway, all that aside, this is cool.
Yeah.
This is cool. Because COD Next is where you do get all the shit. That's where you get all the, not all of it, but a lot of the info we care about, which is like, what are some of the perks going to be like? What maps are we on? How does this fucking wall running or whatever, the evolution and omni movement, what does that mean? We'll learn here.
Omni movement.
But remember, and we'll remind you guys of this again when COD Next comes. Be really careful not to get baited by the things they choose to focus on at COD Next. What do I mean by that? Let's go back to BO6 COD Next. What are some of the things they really focused on? I remember one of those was the fucking CERN Large Hadron Collider level fucking diagrams we got about how the audio works.
Oh yeah.
So we had GIFs of like a guy stepping,
system.
and there's like ripples, and they show you the fucking double slit experiment and how that functions and relates to how the sound works. And then the other thing, the custom EQ or whatever, where you like pay $1 million and then you say, hey, you take a picture of your head and send it to the Chinese Communist Party, and they say, all right, we're going to make the audio good for your head shape. So like the weird phrenology shit. That was another thing they focused on a lot. So we'll start there. Yeah. How much different was the audio in BO6 compared to every other game? It was pretty good. I'll give you that.
It was the same, audio, just about.
The audio was pretty good, but was it a massive improvement on MW3 audio? No. Was it an improvement at all? Not really. Was it different at all? No, not really. It was fine, to be clear. I'm not complaining about that. The audio was pretty good, but the degree to which they fucking honed in on that made you think, oh my God, I'm going to hear everything perfectly with pinpoint accuracy. And that just wasn't true. It just wasn't. So that's one thing they focused on a lot. Another thing, for example, was the corner slicing feature. You remember that? They spent a lot of time, including in their like little video where they like they talked about shit too. And they show the guy like corner slicing.
And the leaning, yeah.
And then everyone turned it off because it didn't matter at all. And then another thing they focused on a lot was Omni movement, which was big, so fair. But that's 1 out of 4. And then another thing was the ragdoll animations are cool. And they showed a behind the scenes motion capture montage of, oh my God, look how cool it is when you kill someone in game. Okay. And that doesn't matter either. So the reason I bring all that up is when we get this COD next, they're going to do that again. I don't remember the COD next prior to BO6, but I can guarantee you beyond the shadow of a doubt that every time they focused on something, it actually didn't matter. The things that matter are, of course, how well can I see? How well can I hear? What is the time to kill like? How are your servers? Am I going to die behind walls? What is your map design like? What are the perks? Is there a goofy fucking wildcard system? Because that was something they didn't focus on at COD Next, actually. And that would have been one of the things to hone in on a lot. Not fucking motion cap of some guy flailing around dying, because it doesn't really matter. But like, hey, the wild cards, what are they? How are they going to work? How are you balancing them? Whatever. That's something you don't get at COD Next. So like everything that matters is going to be peripherally kind of gestured at, and then we're going to have to dig up what it could mean. It's not going to be some cool in-depth analysis. We're going to get super in-depth shit on things that don't matter at COD Next. And maybe one of those things will be relevant. Probably the evolution in Omni movement. But even that, is that going to matter? We'll see. I don't know. I remember an evolution in movement, which was a blind fire in Vanguard. Pretty sure they talked a lot about that. Guess how many times anyone ever used it? 5 total. That's it. 5 people used it, put on a YouTube video, and everyone else turned off the setting.
Well, it's the same thing with their with the whole audio overhaul you were talking about, how it bounces off the walls and stuff like that. That's all just gone in Warzone now because it was bad. It was just strictly bad and it made it difficult to understand. So it's like that's one thing they talked up a lot. And then in Warzone specifically, it's entirely gone now. So got it. I think the biggest thing coming out of COD Next is seeing the maps and going into the beta. Because that is going to tell you with absolute certainty how the maps are going to look that year. Pretty much. So, I mean, if the maps suck in the beta, they're not getting any better for the full release ever. And we've been beta like that before.
We have.
So just keep that in mind when you're playing the beta maps and watching Call of Duty Next in a couple months. If it seems bad, that's the way it's going to be.
Then it is bad, yeah. Mm-hmm.
And if Treyarch released nothing but a bunch of mid to bad maps this year, what is next year going to be like? It's the same. It's not going to suddenly get that much better from one title to the next. They didn't save all of their good maps for BO7. It just shows that they're not very good at making maps anymore, and that trend will continue. So gotta keep that in mind.
I tend to agree. I think there is a possibility the maps are better this year, but like you said, we will know after day 1 of the beta, because we're gonna get, say, 4 maps. Rank each of them out of 10. I'm sorry. Of those 4 maps, how many of them are above average? That will be the proportion in the full release. 100%, because it's always true. And then you look at like the BO6 beta. I don't remember the beta maps, but I think one of them was maybe above decent. That's exactly what the full game was like. And part of the reason I think they're willing to do that, and they weren't like in old CODs, part of it could be like, you know, the devs were different, so they just made better maps. That's possible. But I think another big part of it is the devs kind of know, like, well, people don't like these maps. We're re-releasing a map that we know they like season 1, and then another 8 in season 2. So who cares if the original maps suck balls? Because we'll eventually give them fucking Nuketown and, you know, Shoot House or Firing Range or all the other maps that people like, which is like fine, I guess. But if you're gonna just throw it away off rip and not care what anyone thinks because you have that fallback, you might as well just give us all old maps again then on launch, like MW3.
Yeah,
like you might as well just do that. But it is possible the original maps are better this year, because those do fluctuate. You know, like MW19, really bad maps on launch anyway. And then the game that was the next year, Cold War, really good maps in my opinion, especially the strike mode maps, although those came later. But I liked a lot of the Cold War maps on launch. And then Vanguard was entirely mid. I thought the maps were like fine. They weren't terrible, but they weren't like super good. The only map I really liked on that was Eagle's Nest. I thought that was a great map. That was like the only original map I liked or remember. And then we could go through all of them. But like, yeah, it waxes and also wanes. So we'll see. But it is, Tanner's right though. Treyarch this year, shit maps. Treyarch next year, put your money on shit. The color shit if you're at the roulette table, because that's probably what we're looking at. But it's possible it's not, so we'll see. But yeah, COD next, that'll be cool.
Yeah.
And then we have another fucking tweet from the Ghost, the Spectre of Hope. Exclusive! COD 27 by fucking Sledgehammer Games will not be Advanced Warfare 2 and will instead be set in a completely new sub-franchise during the modern era. No jetpacks, but movement is planned to be a big focus. Zombies not planned. Get High is planned to return. The fucking LTM?
Yeah, I'm not sure why that was in there at
okay.
all. Yeah.
So keep in mind, that's a flag on the play. And just let me remind you, Ghost of Hope has gotten better. Not the most reliable leaker, though. He's no Tom Henderson. We'll put it that way. There may be a focus on martial arts within the gameplay, with karate kicks and karate chops as examples. Okay.
And the game is dead.
Well, I don't even know. The game's dead if that's true. And also, I don't know if that's... I'm pretty fucking skeptical of this, because I don't even know what this means. Like, you know what this probably means? Instead of doing a gun butt, you'll do a fucking karate chop. And it'll function the exact same way mechanically. So you'll get the same lunge distance and damage time. And it's a reskinned gun butt, like a melee. That would be my guess. Because what the fuck else could that possibly mean? Because if it's like some core mechanic, then we're not playing Call of Duty anymore, yeah. Then it's not a new sub-franchise in that case. It's a new franchise. It's Tekken. It's Activision Tekken. And yeah, that would just be completely insane, obviously. This is pretty interesting, though. So let's go through... I'm
trying to think how that could possibly... what that could possibly be. My guess is it's just one of those things they're talking about now that won't end up mattering. Like it's like the melee is going to be like you're just punching somebody instead. I don't even know.
That's what I think.
I'm trying to figure out what that would mean.
Yeah. So some of this is quite interesting, though, depending on, and keep in mind, this is a leak about the game in next year, not the next one, but not Blop 6. So it's a ways away. This isn't the most reliable leaker, and even if all of this is what Activision's planning now, their plans absolutely could change between now and the launch of this game. Well, let's go through this. It won't be Advanced Warfare 2, which I guess a lot of people thought it might be, and will instead be a new sub-franchise. So what that means is, like, I think most of you know, but like Black Ops is one of the sub-franchises. Modern Warfare is another one. They have like the strings of games in that. This is going to be a new sub-franchise. That is a fucking excellent idea, by the way. And I think they should have actually done this a while ago. And it kind of bugs me. I didn't think of that. Not that I had the power to make it happen, but like it didn't occur to me like, hey, they could just do a new thing, like a new series. Like, you know, fucking Call of Duty Wet Work 2, Wet Work 3, or whatever. So that's cool. That's a good idea. And you could do a lot to freshen up the game with a new sub-franchise. Because that's another thing Tanner and I bitch about all the time. Is like, oh, we're getting fucking Woods back. Like, it's a meme, or Price, or whoever. It's like, give us a new sub-franchise with some new characters, make us like them, and then for the next 10 years, you can nostalgia bait people with them. But like, let's get something fucking new. So like for lore-wise, a new sub-franchise is a good idea. But also mechanically, a new sub-franchise is a really good idea. Stylistically, not so much, because the dev teams always make their games feel like their games. Like Treyarch could make a World War II game and it would feel like a Treyarch game. Like you would be able to tell just from the menus, like literally before you even play. You'd be like, oh, this is Treyarch. Same with iDub and same with Sledgehammer. It's going to feel like a Sledgehammer game, but a new sub-franchise.
Which is good. Yeah.
In the case of Sledgehammer, it's good. A new sub-franchise could still be really impactful mechanically as well. Because, yeah, you pick whatever era you want. They've said it during the modern era. You can pick like the factions. So what kind of shit you're working with. Because here's like, for example, here is something I don't know if we've ever, really gotten in COD, is like China being a big player. You're always like Spetsnaz, Navy SEALs, or the British Mounted Police or whatever.
Well, it hasn't been that way for a while now. They just make up. They can't do it that way anymore. So they just make up faction.
They make
names.
shit up. Yeah. But even the made up ones, they're based on like a certain country or something.
Yeah.
But I don't know if we've ever really had like China. I'm sure we had like some Chinese stuff before, but like it didn't even occur to me until I was playing ABI, which is made by China, a Chinese company. And they have like Chinese guns with like Chinese rounds in them. Because all the guns are like real life, but then I picked one up and I was like, what the fuck is this? I've never seen this before in my life. And I don't know what this is chambered in. I don't know what this caliber is. So I looked it up and it was like a Chinese AR. I was like, oh, that's pretty cool. So like you could make like a sub franchise. I don't think this is going to be that, but like where, you know, China is one of the big players and like the Chinese special forces is like one of the factions or whatever. And so you can, and then you could just make up crazy Chinese, lasers or attachments or whatever, or guns. And that, for example, could be really cool. So I think new sub franchise, great idea. And set during the modern era is also a great idea, obviously.
Yeah, I think more than anything, this might be the start of Sledgehammer having their own sub-franchise going forward, and that means that Activision is putting a little bit more trust into them, because they've never really had this before. Like, the last game was MW3, which was a much better version of Infinity Ward's MW2 game. That's all they did was build off it, make it. I mean, it was an entirely new game. They made it so much better.
It was so much better, yeah.
World War II, just a random standalone game that Activision wanted to go back and do a World War II game, so they forced Sledgehammer to do it.
Vanguard before that.
The one before that was Advanced Warfare.
World War II, right?
Yeah, I guess I skipped Vanguard.
But
Vanguard
also
again.
World War II, yeah.
Standalone, random World War II game that Activision wanted to push. Before that, their main game or their last other title was Advanced Warfare. And so they've never had like the Infinity Ward where they have like Modern Warfare 2, Modern Warfare 3.
Yeah.
It's never been like Treyarch, Black Ops 1, Black Ops 2, Black Ops 3, Black Ops 4, Black Ops 15. So I think this might be the start of Sledgehammer getting their own games where, yeah, they make up their own whole world and everything, and they do whatever they want. And that excites me because, like, we've been saying now since MW3 that Sledgehammer at this point in modern days is the best Call of Duty developer.
Yeah.
And I don't think it's very close.
Yeah.
Treyarch that you know and love, they're gone. Infinity Ward hasn't been good for like 10 years. Sledgehammer is like the one that's doing really well right now and making the game feel really good. So that's exciting that they're kind of giving them their own little sub franchise. So be interested to see what it's called, more about it when it gets close. But yeah, this is COD 2027, just so we're clear. This is not even coming out next year. This is 3 Call of Duty titles away.
Yeah.
This
right.
isn't. Yeah. So next year it's still going to be an Infinity Ward game, which also that's kind of interesting because that means Infinity Ward in 2026 is not getting 2 years like Treyarch got this year. So it's like they're going back to the 1 again. Not really sure what they're doing. So yeah, we're getting BO7 this year. Next year will be COD 2026, which will be Infinity Ward's title, some Modern Warfare game again. And then the game after that, Sledgehammer's their new sub-franchise.
Yeah.
So I like this a lot.
Yeah.
I think this could be really cool.
This could be
that
really
means
cool.
also we would like know what to expect because Sledgehammer games in the past, it's like
Lots
it's just different every time. Whereas this will be, if you like that game, then when it's Sledgehammer's main title again, you're like, yes, it's a Sledgehammer game. I like how the last game felt. It's going to be similar to that. It's going to be improved upon. So yeah, this is cool.
Yeah, this is cool. So back to the tweet.
This year.
No jet.
Get the fuck out of here.
No jetpacks, but movement is planned to be a big focus. That's a meaningless statement. So
I mean, the best movement we've had has been Sledgehammer game recently. The most fluid. The best feeling by far.
I think the movement will be good.
So
it's just good. Like this doesn't tell us anything. Like they're going to focus on movement. Like, okay. Zombies not planned for the game. That's a good thing, by the way. Because Zombies takes a fucking ton of development resources. I don't think Sledgehammer's ever done a good Zombies game. Maybe they have, but I don't know. So yeah, fuck it.
Yeah, I think they've only done it once. Yeah. Unless Treyarch is doing the entire Zombies for it, but then like at that point you're just kind of wasting their time when they could be working on their next game. So I think that's kind of where
exactly. Yeah. So that's fine. And then Get High is planned to return. I mean, I just can't believe that's in here.
I don't know why it's in here.
And then the martial arts thing, which we talked about. So this is actually pretty exciting. Now, again, to be clear, this is a long time away, and this is the Ghost of Hope. So like plans could change, or he could just be wrong. Or misinterpreting wildly the information he got. But pretty interesting stuff. I like the idea of a new sub-franchise. That I believe a lot. It's about time they did that. Yeah. It's about time as motherfuck. So that's exciting. Someone replied Call of Duty Martial Warfare. That's a funny reply because of the karate chops. I like that.
Yes.
So yeah, that's that. And then, yeah, that is pretty much it. There was one other thing I kind of wanted to get into. We're not going to watch the video, but I do want to talk about it a little bit. This is from Nero Cinema. He put this out this morning. I watched it this morning. Called Activision Actually Did It. COD just changed forever and there's no turning back. Rest in peace. So it's not that dramatic. This is a classic YouTube clickbait title, and it works on me. But it was a good video. And the thrust of it is that Well, I'll read you some of the chapters. Call of Duty is now Fortnite's creepy uncle. It is just good business. COD's downfall, horrible player retention exposed, and Call of Duty as we knew it, dramatic ellipses, is gone.
Wow.
Those are the chapter timestamps in this YouTube video. And the thrust of it was basically, first of all, mainly the thrust of it was Call of Duty is trying to appeal to literal children now. So I guess something that had happened fairly recently is that Activision's now making you put in your date of birth in game or something.
Yeah, it's happened a couple days ago.
Yeah, and if you're underage, I guess you need to get parental consent to play or something. I don't know how that works exactly. He didn't really go into it too much. But the idea is, by allowing you to be a child and play means they are expressly aware of and endorse children playing so long as their children let them or whatever, which is kind of obvious. Of course COD lets kids play. But then the other part was they are marketing super heavily to kids now. And that is why we have all of these retarded character models, like the American Dad shit. The American Dad thing, it's that came out before these kids were born, so I don't know about that one. But the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, the T-Rex heads, the unicorns, all this shit. And he was showing during this whole video, which was effective, World War II gameplay. And say what you want about that game, but it looked like World War II. There were no crazy skins at all. The map looked fucking somber and gritty, I hate when people say gritty, like World War II did. And it felt like a COD game, and it looked like it. The sounds, you call shit in, whatever. And then you look at BO6 multiplayer now, and it's it's a get high mode. There's fucking pink, bioluminescent shit. Family Guy character 360ing you, and then he does a finishing move where a unicorn comes out of nowhere and farts on you. It's oh, okay, this is a totally different game.
Yeah.
And he's kind of right. COD is starting to more narrowly target children. Now, to be clear, I don't think there's anything morally wrong with this. It's a video game. Yeah, market to kids. I don't really care. I don't think this is an immoral thing to do. I don't think he was saying that either. Just to be clear on that. But it's also kind of sad because Call of Duty used to not be a kids game. Kids played it, but it was made for it was made for teenagers, realistically. It was made for 14 to 25-year-old men to go play war in game. That's who it was made for. And the skins were whatever, realistic. They fucking cussed, whatever. There was blood. And when you start marketing it for kids really heavily, you lose a lot of that. And you might not care about the aesthetics and the character models or whatever, or the finishing moves and shit, which I don't really either, but it does get to a critical mass where it feels kind of insane. I've said this before about Fortnite. I've never been able to get into it because it's too cartoony for me and childish. It's too childish. Just the look of it. And COD is headed that way for sure. I mean, who knows where they're going to end up, but the COD of today is way more childlike looking, at least, than 10 years ago. But whatever, maybe you don't care at all about how the game looks, which is fair. And I tend to be in that camp more. But if they're willing to, or if they are appealing the aesthetic of the game and the skins you can buy and shit like that for kids, well, what else might they be targeting toward kids? Obviously, the gameplay loop, how the game is played, who you play against, how strict the SBMM is, how many bots are in the game, etc. And it's like, we already know those things are happening, so this is just kind of another piece of evidence to throw in that it's true. But it is true. I don't know if it's necessarily children only. I think he was a little wrong in his analysis because he was focusing really heavily on that. At least that was my recollection, or my impression. But I think, to be more precise, Activision isn't targeting like kids more heavily. They are targeting casual players more heavily. And kids are casual players. I'm talking like 12-year-olds. Like these are casual players. But also, all of these things also apply to 40-year-olds. American Dad, Beavis and Butthead, fucking Mutant Ninja Turtles, kind of hits both. The Terminator. Like, kids don't know the Terminator. They know of him, but they didn't see the movie. It came out before their parents were born. Like, it's an old-ass movie. These are all appeals to casual players who just kind of hop on, whatever, fuck around. There you go. I think that's the thrust of it. And it was a pretty interesting video. I'd encourage you guys to go watch it. But it's like, it's nothing new. It's kind of like shit you already knew, but it's just kind of a neat package and more reasons why that's the case.
Yeah. If he said he thinks they're trying to gear it towards kids, I think that's just straight up wrong. I think if anything, everything they're trying to do, like, there's the group of like boomers that blame like, oh, it's the kids want all these skins, but they're like people that age are the ones buying the fuck out of these too. Like, I don't even think it's the kids that much. Like, I don't know. People always bring up like the kids in Call of Duty. Like, maybe it's just because SBMM is so strict and they're that bad, but like anytime I played random fill Warzone, you like never, ever, ever, ever have a little kid on your team. It is so rare. Every person that's ever on your team and talking is an old man. Always. Always. It's like, it feels like kids don't even play this game anymore. Like, Fortnite exists. They're definitely more on that game than they are Call of Duty now, and I think
yeah,
so.
For sure.
I mean, everything they do to me just shows that they're actually gearing towards like the late 30s guy who grew up playing Call of Duty and is still on it casually. That's what it feels like to me. And they're the ones buying all this dumb shit. Like all of these, yeah, like you just said, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Terminator, none of that is for kids. They don't know what any of that shit is. That doesn't even make sense to me. So yeah, I think that's what it is they're trying to gear the franchise towards that age of player that grew up playing it, which is like us. We were young when we were playing it back then, and now we're getting to that age where they think we would like that shit. Yeah. And I mean, I don't like any of those personally, but people our age do like those shows. Some of them.
The type of players who
that's what I think it more is. I don't even think it's really geared towards kids. I feel like Fortnite is geared towards kids and what it looks like and the art style and the bundles they have. But this game, I don't think is. I think it's just geared towards like retarded adults. Like actually
adults who have the brains and faculties of kids.
Yeah, that's what it certainly feels like to me.
Yeah, that's fair. That's kind of what I was saying is like, I feel like it's more just toward casuals, but if anything, it skews more even toward older people. You're right. When you think of all the collabs, none of it's like new shit. So I don't know, but yeah, it's an interesting video though, and I could have probably paraphrased it better. I didn't really write anything down, but I just kind of watched it and I was like, oh, this is interesting. So, but I mean, yeah, does it matter? Like, no, I mean, they're going to do what they're going to do. So it is what it is.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, that's something we've talked about too with the collabs. Like, who is going after these collabs? Yeah, is it like fucking American Dad coming to Activision and they're like, our show's dead, we want to like advertise it a little bit more, can we pay you to put our bundles? Like, I don't know how any of that works, but it is kind of interesting because it's like, who reaches out to who? Because so many times
who pays
they just feel out of place. They feel so out of place to bundle together, but somebody thinks it's beneficial to somebody. I don't understand it.
It is weird.
Like, it doesn't bug me like if I see skins like that in game, really, I just feel like that's a fucking ugly, stupid skin. But yeah, I mean, some people just absolutely hate this. And I mean, you are right. Like watching this World War II gameplay in the background, it does look a lot different than what COD looks like now.
It does.
For sure. But I mean, this game is like 7 years old now, 8 years old. It also just looks like an old Call of Duty game.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just they employ so many people now. They have to find a way to pay everybody. There's just so much in marketing now that they've kind of forced themselves into having to sell so many skins, and they make a ton of money from it. And yeah, I mean,
sure.
They're not just going to stop now. Like they can't.
You know what I think it is though? Cause it is a good question. Like who's reaching out to who? My guess is that they're kind of shotgunning this shit. So like there's some department in Activision.
Like Activision is? Okay. Yeah.
Yeah. There's some department in Activision where they're like, all right, find us collabs. And then the head of that is like, okay, we're going to email every single thing we can think of. So we're emailing Terminator, Rambo, fucking American Dad, Family Guy, The Simpsons, like actually everything. And then whoever comes back and tells them, hey, yeah, we'll let you use our skins for $10. They do that. And they're like, okay, cool. We'll get to work on that. And then we'll give you your $10 and we'll make $1 billion. I suspect they are not super ultra targeted because otherwise, if they were, why the fuck did they pick American Dad? Like, I don't believe they were like, we really should get an American Dad collab. I think it's way more likely they just fucking eat, right? Like, they just emailed everyone and then American Dad replied. So they did that. That's my guess. But yeah, I don't know. Because it is a good question. Like, and if it is super targeted, that's fucking weird. Yeah, I don't know why they would pick American Dad.
Like, what collabs has Fortnite had?
Oh, all of them, yeah.
Because I'm just trying to look, because I'm wondering, like, I wonder if COD also gets the shit ones, like Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, American Dad, because Fortnite has deals with a lot of these collabs they've done, so it's like they can't do it with any other company, so then COD's like, I guess we'll get American Dad.
Maybe.
That's kind of what I wonder.
That's probably part of it, too.
Oh, yeah, because Fortnite has, like, they have, like, the Star Wars thing, huh? I think they have a bunch of Star Wars skins now. Let's see what they had. NFL cosmetic items, Wreck-It Ralph. Okay, Star Wars, Marvel collabs, The Witcher, Doom, Lego collab, Rocket League collab, Disney. Oh yeah, that's why there's nothing left. Yeah, that explains why they have to get American Dad. They can't do anything else.
Yeah, maybe. Yeah.
Yeah, interesting.
Yeah. Either way, yeah. I've never understood the collabs. Oh, because
Rocket League is Epic Games. Oh, okay. Yeah, that makes sense.
I've never understood them. Like, it would have to be, I don't know.
People love them, yeah.
People do love them. They make a ton of money. I understand why Activision does it for sure, but I just don't understand the people who, like, love these collabs. It's like, there are probably, I can't even think of the collabs that I would actually be like, oh, that's fucking dope. Like, here's one that I still wouldn't get it, but I would like it. Stone Cold Steve Austin specifically, and like The Rock. That would be cool. That would be dope. Like a Stone Cold Stunner as a finishing move. That would be fucking cool. But like, besides that, I mean, and that's so like niche funny? And random. I don't know. Whatever. What?
The Rock has a skin in Fortnite.
I've received that, yeah.
So again, yeah, that'll never come to Call of Duty, yeah.
Yeah, that's
I still think, man, I just want customizable characters. I just think that would be so cool. Just have a fucking store with different shirt colors,
like Tarkov.
Long sleeve shirts, short sleeve shirts. God, it would just be so cool, man.
Yep.
Have like fucking sell jewelry so some dude can wear like a big gold chain around his neck if he wants to. Sell fucking tattoos, shoes. That's my dream for a shop, for a Call of Duty shop. Yeah. Just you choose what your character looks like and you build them out. And there are free ones that are basic, and then they do some collab with fucking Gucci and you can pay $10 for a Gucci shirt if you want. I don't know. That'd be dope though.
Yeah. Yeah, we've been talking about that for years.
Yeah,
they would make so much. Obviously. They would. Well, they wouldn't make any now, but they would have made so much money off of me. I think
it's probably a lot more work for them. So they just
I
like,
mean,
why bother going through all that work to make a bunch of different skins when they can design one American Dad skin and sell 2 billion copies?
Yeah, I think you're right. Yeah, I think
rather than having to design like 80 different shirts each month to sell. Yeah.
Yep.
That'd be cool. Like, it's like, this shirt is only available this month. It'll never come back again.
Yeah.
It's like some flannel. Yeah. Some flannel with rolled up sleeves. It'll never come back again.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, you're right. I mean, it's easier and they make more money by just doing the collabs and shit.
Yeah.
Because you also, it's also a lot easier to market fucking 21 Savage than like a flannel.
Yeah.
You know?
Look at this new flannel in the store.
Yeah.
Yeah. Versus, there's
meanwhile,
you can buy 21 Savage.
Yeah. T-Pain is like a character in Fortnite. Yeah, you're gonna get run over. So anyway, yeah. Regardless, this is all kind of immaterial. They're gonna do what they're gonna do. And then before we go, I almost forgot.
Oh, no.
I almost forgot, but thank God I didn't forget.
I totally forgot until I read it. Yeah.
We received a Reddit post.
Yeah.
So many of you might be confused. You guys have a Reddit? No. Years ago, one of our mods asked us, hey, can we make a subreddit for the podcast? And we said, sure.
Shout out to Deke.
Shout out to Deke. Deke and Cheese. We said, sure, but I'm not doing anything there. So, like, you can make it, you can be in charge of it, but I'm not fucking doing anything with it.
I don't use Reddit. I don't have a Reddit account.
I hate Redditors. So, like, if it becomes super popular or whatever, we'll use it, but, like, we're not invested in this at all. This was years ago, literally. And
2020. It was 2020 or 2021.
Yeah. And I had forgotten about it for years. Until, here we go. Yesterday. I think. Yesterday or the day before.
Yesterday morning.
So someone posted this, I guess, in our Reddit, and one of our mods found it. I literally never would have seen this in my life if someone else didn't tell me about it.
Yeah.
First of all. So it's from Dick Van Jump Style. And this is just the best thing that's happened to me probably this year, is this whole series of events. It is funny as fuck. Let me tell you why. So Dick Van Jump Style posted in our subreddit that no one's been on in fucking 5 years. Glad to see this place is dead. Got it. Okay. Easily the most disgusting podcasts I've ever had the displeasure of listening to. Okay. Based. We're off to a great start. Let me also preempt this by saying, if you don't like this podcast, that's fine. There's a lot of shit I don't like. If you want to talk about how much you don't like it, that's also fine. I get it. Listen, fuck do I get it. This is a polarizing show. This isn't fucking NPR. I get that we are going to have haters, and I understand why. I completely understand why people hate me or Tanner or are bugged by us or find us annoying or cringe or all of that shit. I'm not confused as to why. I totally fucking understand. So that's all fine. But just let's keep in mind why we hate people and why we say that we hate them. Because if you told me, like, your guys' podcast sucks and I don't like listening to it because you cuss too much. Okay. That's fair. God bless. I have no problems with that. We cuss a lot. That's fine. Or you say shit that is way too crazy, like you want to throw Molotov cocktails into Activision HQ. We had that one. It made me laugh.
Yeah. I get it.
And you know, that's kind of retarded because obviously I'm not actually advocating for domestic terrorism. But even if you don't like the language, okay, fine. I get it. But don't hate the podcast for fake shit. That's what bugs me, and oops. So let me go back to this. Easily the most disgusting podcasts I've ever had the displeasure of listening to. I'll also say this. Let me stop right there. This guy actually listens to the podcast. Or this is a massive coincidence, because this is a phrase I overuse a lot, which is the displeasure of listening to or seeing or whatever. That is a phrase I overuse lots. I'm not the only person on earth to have ever said that, but I say it more than anyone I know. So, coincidence?
Yeah,
probably not. He probably actually has listened a lot and accidentally bitten one of my phrases, which is embarrassing for you, by the way. Don't talk like someone you hate, but fine. Two incel manosphere morons who think that they know anything about anything. And now I'm bugged. What fucking manosphere anything ever do we talk about? That was my question to our Discord where this got posted. And I asked what that was, or what those things were. And then someone was like, I don't even know what manosphere means. So what manosphere means, my understanding is, it's like red pill shit, like, I don't know, women are fucking hypergamous, and they're whores, and you have to beat the fuck out of them to keep them in line or whatever. For example, it's basically all like, it's like weird misogyny, kind of, is what manosphere shit is. A lot of it, anyway. That's what I think of. And I think that's what he means, because he put incel in front of it. When the fuck do we ever talk about anything like that? Most of the time when we bring up women, we're defending them from actual fucking incels. Like Nadia, for example. Every time she comes up, we say she's probably not cheating. It's probably just a lot of men that are fucking that hate her.
Jealous that she's better than them.
Yes, because she's a woman. Like, that's it. Like, we are usually... So that was fucking weird, and now I'm bugged. Don't hate me for fake shit. We are not manosphere at all. So that bugs me. Their takes, and it's the wrong there, of course it is, on COD. So they are takes on COD, are dead wrong most of the time. This is fair. This is fair. If this was all you had said, fine. Because, yeah, that's probably true, especially right now. And any opinion they have on anything else shows they are clearly rich, spoiled brats that were, you know, we come from good families. I wouldn't say we're upper class, but upper middle class.
We were loved growing up. You probably weren't, Dick. So that's the, which we'll get. Well, believe me, we'll get into. You clearly
get into it.
I'm not even sure you get into
parents.
It. Yeah.
But yeah, we had two loving families. We don't have a broken home. And our parents like us. So
yeah.
Is that spoiled? Sure. Are we rich? Not by American standards, by global standards. Absolutely we are, but so are you. You have internet. But you know what? That's fine. That's fine. I don't agree, but that's something you could think. And then he says, comma, borderline Nazis. Okay.
Yeah.
What? Borderline Nazis? When have
Maybe
we
not
ever,
so borderline.
ever said anything borderline Nazi? The last time I remember talking about anything related to this, we were talking about how the Nazis got fucking run over easily by the United States. And then before that, like a week before that, about how much Tanner, you can call him a Nazi, I guess, but be more like a Hamas lover, love fucking Israel. And how right Israel is, which is the opposite of Nazi. What the fuck are we talking about? How are we borderline Nazis? It doesn't make any sense. And of course, he does not go on to clarify. And then his last sentence is maybe not so borderline. So like actual Nazis. Hey, what the motherfucker are you talking about? No examples provided. That's the end of the post.
Yeah.
So it just doesn't make any sense. There are like two legitimate reasons in here why you might not like us that I would have been fine with. But then he throws in a bunch of fake shit. That's just not true. So then the question is, who would think that we are borderline Nazis?
Yeah.
Who on the internet, especially on reddit.com, would describe kind of some guy as a maybe not so borderline Nazi? don't know.
Yeah.
So I was doing a little speculating in the lounge.
Yeah, this is
on this topic.
What happens?
Doing a little speculate. And then Tanner had the best idea that I'm not joking in his entire 30 whatever years of life. Literally,
it's the best idea I've ever had.
The number one idea he's ever had, maybe that anyone's ever had this century, which is obviously to go look at this guy's post history because we had his username there.
Well, because I was just trying to figure out who he was because I was thinking, I wonder who this might be. And why are they posting it on Reddit? Because that was my thought. I'm like, well, they're probably not on the Discord or anything like that because they would have posted it somewhere else. Kind of an odd place to put this. So then I'm like, who is this person? And then, it was, it was downhill from there. Yeah.
So, motherfuck, was it downhill, but also uphill, or I don't know what that phrase means because an uphill battle's bad, but then if it's downhill, it's bad. Figure it out.
Yeah, you're right.
But anyway, Tanner had the great idea to look into this guy's post history, which I can't believe no one didn't think of sooner, although it didn't take him long. So, Tanner says he's a porn-addicted casual Warzone player. And I laughed, and I was like, yeah, that's probably true. And then Tanner's like, no, seriously, check this out. And then he showed us a collection of the guy's other posts on reddit.com. using that username. And here I would like to say, like this guy's favorite person on earth, Hassan Piker, would say, judge me by my enemies.
Yeah.
Let's take a look. Not safe for work. Okay, cool. The subreddit is Bad Dragon. I don't know what that is.
Don't know what that is at all.
The title is Tube Size. And then the post is, does anybody know the type? Does anybody know the type of tubing and what size tubing is used for the cum lube squirting toy?
Oh no.
What?
Oh no.
First of all, what is cum?
I don't know what this even means, but it was hilarious. Cum lube squirting toys.
I don't really understand what the fuck this means, but I can tell that it is indeed not safe for work.
That's not
and
safe.
let me be clear. Let me be super fair and charitable. If you want to like beat off or whatever, or get toys that shoot cum on your face as a grown man, was what I assume. That's fine, I guess. But like making Reddit accounts and posting about like pro tips on like, it's like I would go on Reddit to be like, hey, what sensitivity do you guys have your fly digi on? But this guy goes on Reddit to like, hey, how do I optimize how much force the cum lube squirting toy shoots in my face? It's just kind of strange, but whatever. That's fine. That's fine. Although it's insane. And we'll get into more. Next is, I don't know where this was posted because the subreddit just says his username. So the tattoo I got on a dare, and it's someone's, looks like their left arm. And the tattoo is a blue, yellow, and pink penis toy wrapped in like a ribbon with some letters on it. This is a real tattoo that someone has. And again, if you want to get a tattoo of a cock on your arm, fine by me, I guess.
And that means on my way to fuck your bitch, by the way. That's what that means.
Oh, no. Oh, those are the letters.
So somebody in Discord thinks this one was a joke, but I don't think so based on
looks like
his
a real
other
tattoo.
history. Because it says, my wife, girlfriend, and I... my camera's over it. I can't read the rest. I went to a Valentine's Day flash sale. We kept laughing about how funny it'd be for me to get it. Girlfriend dared me that if I did it, she'd pay for it. So I don't know if this is real, but he posted this. And there are other posts where he definitely is... He watches his wife get fucked, I guess, and then he fucks other chicks. That's kind of just how they roll.
Yeah.
So I think that's real.
So that is... This seems real to me based on the post we'll get to, the other ones you picked. But yeah, so my wife, girlfriend, and I went to a Valentine's Day flash sale. So we're going to flash sales at tattoo parlors and getting tattoos of cocks on our arms.
Yeah.
Okay, again, do what you want, but now that's fucking insane. And even more insane is to have a polycule, which it looks like you do. You have or you say you do, wife and a girlfriend. Many of you might be thinking, oh, that's fucking based. He fucks 2 girls. Let me be clear. I can almost guarantee you this is nothing to be jealous about. How many attractive people do you know in polycules? Right?
Yeah.
Follow up. How many disgusting beasts do you know in polycules? Lots, unfortunately. I don't know any, but online, every time I see fucking poly people or whatever, 99, maybe 995 out of 1,000 are revolting characters. But could be wrong. Don't know. The arm looks standard, I guess. So don't know. But anyway, okay, whatever. And now we're getting into some retardation. And this is going to be the explanation as to why he thinks we are borderline neo-Nazis. This is what I was fairly certain was the case. This subreddit is called Socialism 101. I've got it. And I understand it now. And I totally understand it now. Because the one thing I talk about a lot is capitalism, capitalism. And socialists fucking hate that. And I guess thinking Amazon is a good product is maybe not so borderline Nazi. Got it, fucking retard. And let me just double down on this. How would owning large land plots work in socialism? Hey, stupid fuck! It wouldn't! The state would own the land, idiot! That's what fucking socialism is. Oops. Oopsie daisies. I mean, off the bat, we're retarded. We're fucking retarded. And now I'm bugged. Because you're a fucking idiot. If you want to be a socialist, you're dumb, but fine. At least know what socialism is. Oops. But no, we're gonna woefully misunderstand what socialism even is and only call ourselves socialists because it's the cool thing to do that Hassan loves to do. Cock retard.
Yeah.
It's an offensive question. How would owning large land plots work? The state would own them. That is socialism. Stupid fuck. To preface this, I am not a capitalist. No shit, retard. I will admit I'm not fully certain if I'm a socialist or communist. That's because you don't know what either of those things are. I'm just asking a question I cannot find the answer myself. That's amazing because it's not hard to find. Under socialism, how would land ownership work? I mean, how catastrophically stupid do you have to be? This guy's level of stupid, obviously. And once again, as his daddy Hassan would say, judge me by my enemies. This fucking retard who calls himself a socialist, doesn't know what it means. That's why he's mad at us. That's the only reason. So this is another reason it's hilarious, but it's also insane, is because he just fabricated a bunch of random shit to pretend to hate us about, when in reality, he has been told by people he thinks are in the in-group that capitalism is bad. We like capitalism, so we're evil. But just say that. Just say, oh, these guys are capitalists, or they're like too capitalist. They're not socialists. They're not communists like me. That's why I hate them. So I'm glad the subreddit is dead. That's never been alive. Okay. Again, that would be retarded, but fine. At least be honest about it. But don't call me a Nazi because I like Amazon packages. Especially when you don't know what socialism is. Oh, it was so funny. Fuck, it was funny. Just great stuff. Yeah. I mean, yeah, it's just so embarrassing. So that's not fine. Don't be a socialist and then not understand socialism, obviously. And then another one, the subreddit's called Porn ID. The title is Who Is This? Tanner has
there were like
the
three
image.
of these. There were like 3 of these where they were just, I guess, pictures of like people women in porn, and he was trying to ID them, see who it was. Yeah.
Yeah. So you're posting
stuff.
Pictures. So driving me nuts attached with the picture, who this is. I had to use the Wayback Machine just to get this screenshot. Dude, beat off and fucking log off.
Yeah.
Why are we using the Wayback Machine to get a screenshot to get a name of some chick? Just bust and leave, bro. This is genuine porn addiction, which is not fine. Don't do that. Just go to Pornhub and beat off. That's it. Be normal. Be normal. Don't take pictures and use the Wayback Machine to do it. It's completely insane.
Yeah.
And then the last one, Tanner might have more he wants to talk about or remembers, but I think we've made our point. But this subreddit is called SSRIs. For those of you who don't know, that is selective serotonin reuptake inhibitors, antidepressants is what it is. Climax issues on Lexapro.
Yeah.
I've been on Lexapro for a few months now because you're depressed. Started at 5, which is not great, but whatever. Started at 5 milligrams, but wasn't great about just don't be depressed. Taking it every day, up to 10 milligrams, and started taking it every day. Started sweating when I was just slightly warm and went back down to 5, blah, blah, blah. And then the title is Climax Issues on Lexapro. And I said, which is obvious, hey man, it's not the Lexapro. It's the 2 animals that are in your polycule are disgusting. That's why you're having issues climaxing. They're not attractive. That would be my guess. So Tanner said it perfectly. He is a depressed, porn addicted socialist
Casual.
who doesn't know what socialism is. Fucking retard. Judge me by my enemies.
And he posted about too, like casual Warzone mode and stuff like that.
And
he had like one little clip of his gameplay, and it was very clear he wasn't good at all.
With 40 FOV.
I mean, some of these posts, to be fair, were like 5 years plus old, but still.
You will not find any post history of me in a fucking polycule or getting tattoos of dicks or being on Lexapro or wondering what fucking socialism land ownership are. So, but yes, fair.
And there was one too that was funny where it was something like, "Hey guys, like I need help. I've been on Tinder, like trying to get matches for like whatever this amount of time, and basically I've been ghosted. I can't get like people to meet up with me." And it's like, meanwhile, my wife has had 2 dates in the last few days, and she has more lined up. Oh no, buddy. And the only other, the only other person
that is great stuff
we know that is like this. And if you don't remember who it is, it's somebody we know online, so we can talk about it after. But the only reason they are in a situation like this is because the girl cheats, and then the guy's like, "Wait, no." So then they like start this thing where they both like fuck other people. But it's like,
I don't know who this is, but yeah, that'll happen.
Yeah,
that'll happen.
Yeah. So
will that happen?
So yeah. But anyways, kind of funny stuff. Can you like, I don't know anything about Reddit. Can you like hide your post history so nobody can look at that? Because I would recommend doing that personally if I were you. And any of you probably,
especially this guy. Yeah, I don't know. I don't use Reddit, but
yeah,
it's just really bad stuff. And also, he is just the stereotype for like a lefty online. Like every online lefty is like this, and it's so sad. They're depressed. They're in polycules. They're on fucking antidepressants because they're depressed. That's kind of redundant. And they're socialists. Like, it's always a package deal. Why can't there just be a guy who's like a normal socialist? Ever. Don't be well, it's because their brains don't fucking work. That's why they're socialists in the United States. It's just the funniest fucking stuff. So, Dick Van Jump style, I just want to say, thank you so goddamn much. I was crying laughing yesterday morning reading this shit. The original post, if it had been left there, that was funny. Because I said, I was like, oh, yeah, this is some lefty cuck. And sure enough, boy, I was fucking right. Tanner fucking found it. Yeah, found it. And so thank you. And if you're upset by this or you think this is too much, don't post things publicly online and get mad about it when people find out your other public posts online, stupid fuck. So hopefully, let me be clear, this guy's going to hear this. And Dick, I want you to know you are a colossal fucking retard. And my only real issue with you is that you don't understand how socialism works and call yourself a socialist, number one. And number two is just say you don't like us because we're capitalists. That's it. That's all you have to say, which is also an insane thing to dislike someone for, but fine. But at least just be honest. Don't lie to me. Don't lie to me and say, oh, it's because you're a Nazi. Retard. Stupid fuck. Obviously.
The other personal stuff, like I don't care. It's just more like funny because it all together.
Funny. Yeah.
It all together is just like, oh, okay, this
paints a picture.
Is making a lot more sense.
Really paints a picture.
Paint the picture. But yeah, I mean, if you want to know who some porn star is, yeah, that's fine. But you can probably like that porn star, man. That's fine. Yeah. If you want to watch your wife fuck dudes and you want to fuck women, yeah, that's fine. Yeah. So, anyways.
So yeah, anyway, that's it. I almost forgot to bring that up, but I just had to because god damn it, it's funny. So thank you, Dick. You really made my week, buddy. Read one single whatever. Yeah, but yeah, my only issue is really my only issue is lying about why you don't like like us, because there are legitimate reasons to like us or dislike us, excuse me. Including your real reason. I don't like them because they're capitalists. Okay, fine, retard. But whatever. That's okay. Don't lie about it. Just don't lie about it. You don't have to lie about it. And we will find out, turns out. So anyway. Shout out to Tanner most for looking at the history. It didn't occur to me to do that. Just great, exceptional fucking work.
Don't shit talk somebody if that's your post history. Bottom line.
Yeah, that's what it's looking like. Yeah. And you should be embarrassed by most of that. Yeah. And I didn't even go look myself. There's probably some heinous shit in there.
So. Oh, there were a lot of other ones I just didn't bother to screenshot because you guys get the point.
And
like some of them too were like 8 years old, 10 years old, but
yeah. So anyway, that's it. So just the greatest of stuff. We'll be back Saturday, maybe. Or definitely next week. We will see. We'll let you guys know. But for those of you who are Damascus patrons, we have a hangout tonight. It'd be a real shame if you missed it.
Are you saying tonight on purpose because of the recording goes live tomorrow?
Did you say it's tonight?
I don't know. I said we have a hangout tomorrow.
Oh.
Tonight's Thursday. It's
God bless. Night. It is Thursday. Yeah, you're right. We don't have a hangout tonight.
It's Friday night, yeah. We have a hangout tomorrow night.
Oh, we have a hangout on Friday night, yes.
We have a hangout on Friday the 18th, the evening of Friday the 18th, July.
Yeah, so, yeah.
Could do a little LF5 if anyone wants to run some Hell Let Loose again, get a little squad going.
Yeah,
LF5,
we could do that. I'd be down.
We are LF4, actually, because Razinon.
We're LF5. And in Dick Van Jumpstyle's honor, I will hope we get the Nazis in-game in Hell Let Loose.
They are actually the best faction. They have the best guns in the game, so. I
guess you're maybe a not so
I guess, yeah. When I play Hell Let Loose, yeah.
We've never said anything Manosphere or Nazi once. I don't know. Yeah. Unless we were very say, like, obviously joking, but
that's a joke, but yeah.
But yeah, obviously joking. Yeah.
It's real.
Yeah. So
anyways, that's a stay humble.
Yeah, that's a see ya.